Hello friends, welcome back to 2 in 20, the weekly series where I try to make 2 cards in 20 minutes. This week we're going to use this cute Park Lane paper. I've got a couple of craft colored card bases. I've already picked my 2 pattern papers out from here. We're going to use the foxes. Look, that's so precious. And this one here. And then for sentiments on the front, I'm going to use in all things give thanks and then gratitude. Use the cut aparts. I have a couple people in Ohio I'm going to send Thanksgiving cards to. And then for colored cardstock, we're going to use this one and this one. I've got ground espresso and vintage photo to do some inking with. And what do you say we get going? Timer's going to start now. Okay, first thing, I need to cut this paper down. Now these are those Hobby Lobby cards, which are an odd size. They're 4 by 5.5. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but I need to cut this down to 4 by 5.5. I'm going to cover the entire card front with the pattern paper, but I want to make sure it's kind of even, like so that's, yeah, cutting off the flowers on both sides. So then 5.5. Yeah, so it'll cover that card front, and we're going to ink the edges. So there's one. Make sure I've got enough of this to be 5.5, because I used some of it. Yes. I just, these boxes I adore. I adore, I adore, I adore. 4. So that's 4 by 5.5 to cover the card front. And then our colored paper, let's do, I want a lot of this foxy paper to show. So if we do 2.5, how about 2 3/4? Measuring has never been my strong suit. Okay, so we're just gonna have a little bit on here. So that'll be 3.5. Just for a little center. Okay. So 2 3/4. By 3 1/2. And then our sentiment parts, where did I lay them? I put them back in the paper pad. No, what did I do with them? This is what messes me up. I set stuff down and I can't find it. Ah, there they are. Oh, Lordy. Let's cut this one. In all things, give thanks. Shave a little bit up there. And this one's already cut down, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Let's start inking and assembling. Do this one first. I want to ink my edges with vintage photo and ground espresso. And then we will layer these onto the fronts of the cards. Now this one is, it's got some slippery on it. It's actually pretty fancy paper for being as inexpensive as it is. We're just going to ink the edges of everything. Ink, ink, ink it up. I love a little fall inking. And then this one. And then this one. And then we'll go on to ground espresso and repeat. That one. I really like the richness you get from ground espresso. It's not just that it's dark. If you just wanted dark, you could use black, right? Ground espresso is just, it's rich. I love it. We'll do this. Now I'm not trying not to go into the paper too much with the ground espresso, just really getting the edge. And then once if I have to trim these a little bit once they're on the paper, I can always go back in and ink a little more. No shortage of ink around here. There we go. Let's start gluing. I'll get the big guy out. Oh, I thought you were misbehaving. This down, hopefully. Oh, I got a little off at the bottom. How'd I manage that? I'm not sure. It's all right. Trim it. Just get the long scissors out. Oh, look at that. And I don't even have to ink some more. Swing. And we'll do this one. I really like this plaid on the back of here too. Reminds me of like a blanket. But I really wanted the flowers. Although I do have another piece of this because there was 2 of each sheet in the pack. So listen, y'all, cannot get nothing straight. Redonkulous. All right, so I'm gonna trim again. And then we'll put our colored panel on. And I'm thinking, yeah, on this one I want it centered, but I think on my Foxy one, I'm going to do it down on the corner. So let's see here. Try and get this a little straight, huh? This will go right in the center of that. And it's just going to be flat. These are going to be pretty flat. I'm probably going to add some sequins on them, but other than that, flat, easy to mail, not having to worry about what's going to happen to them cards. Because the Halloween ones I just sent out, ugh, I'm a little concerned about how they're going to make it through the mail. I'll just say my prayers and keep my fingers crossed that they're going to make it okay. So then, well, that's still going to cover up his little face, isn't it? I guess it's not going to matter. Okay, I guess I'll center it after all. Come here, T-Square. Helping Mama out. This one, I think I'm gonna foam square it because it's a square in this rectangle. That's gonna look lonely. We're gonna pop it. It'll come unstuck. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put it. No, I don't think I'm gonna like that. You know, I use the ruler, but that does not look straight to me. Is it my crooked eye or is it actually crooked? I tell you. It's tough to have a crooked eye. You know what? We're going to go this way. I just don't think I like it centered. So we're going to put it up there. I like that better. And we'll do this. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? With that. Okay, so let's add some sequins to this one. I'll get my gingerbread men out of the way. They're not really for fall, are they? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. Do some sequins and some hearts. And then let's see. That one. I might have some bling in here that'll work too. This little bowl is kind of a mix of all kinds of things. It's my party mix. I'll just add orange one. Come on, buddy. Flip over, homie. That's not where I wanted to draw that. Not at all. Okay, and then we'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And here's always good. Orange. I like the way that orange looks on the green. That's nice. It's a nice combination. There we go, a little bling bling. All right, so that one's sequined up. This one I feel like is gonna need more than sequins though. Maybe some trim or something. I'll be right back. No, not that. Thinking. None of that's making me happy. What about... Sorry for my reach here. I thought I had a scrap of something in my bin, but I'm not finding it. Okay. A little piece of this. I feel like it just needs a little more sequins. So let's use some of this ribbon. Just from Brutus Monroe. And then we'll do the flag at the end here. Cut this off. And we can tuck it in behind our gratitude. There we go. Now we can add a few sequins. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see, what else here? A little bitty gold one. Can go there. Here are the birds. Little white heart. Then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let that one go off. Orange, of course. It is fall after all. Gotta have some orange. Smoky. Y'all know how I love those smoky ones. And we'll do another heart at this end. Get it straight. So, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna stop the timer. Y'all. Look at that, look at that, look at that. 19 minutes. Not bad for messing up a little bit, huh? Alrighty, friends, here's our 2 cards for 2 and 20 this week. We used the papers from the Park Lane collection called Modern Folk. This is from Joann's. It's their inexpensive house brand. And I always like the paper. The gold paper I like the best is the 6x6 pack like this from Joann at the Park Lane brand. You get 12 sheets for $2.49, and it cuts wonderfully. We have 2 cards, craft card basis. This one says, "In all things give thanks." This paper has some shiny raised detail on it. And then this one has the little foxes. Oh, and then gratitude. And I'll do a die cut Happy Thanksgiving or something maybe to put inside. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But I have a couple people in Ohio I think I'm going to send these to. So they turned out really well, and they're, you know, relatively, they're flat, so they'll be really easy to mail. I don't think they'll get stuck in any machinery. 19 minutes and 9 seconds. I am really proud of that. Okay. So that's it. Happy fall, y'all. Have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.